Welcome everybody to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane Dynasty. As today we are in the final episode of the series. This is episode 34, the season 2 recap, which will be the final season in the Tulsa Golden Hurricane Dynasty. As we were so good, I think 2 seasons is all we needed for this series. If you didn't watch the national championship yet, I'm sorry, but we did lose 40-37. You might want to go watch it, as we were down 27-0, and as you can tell, we made quite a comeback. We'll go look at that game real quick. Tulsa scored 23 fourth quarter points to attempt the comeback, but it fell just short, as we missed a field goal that was big, and we fumbled at the 3-yard line, which is Florida State's only touchdown in the second half. But yeah, as you can see, we just didn't perform very well. Alan White got hurt again, which he didn't have a very good season. Brian Ryan was completely shut down, so I didn't get many carries. But Bishop Louis did have 200 yards in the air. So yeah, let's go look at award winners before I advance the week, because I don't know if it shows or not. I think Alabama was it? No, it was Darlington won the Heisman. For Nebraska, as they're playing their game. I don't know who against, but we had nobody in that list. Johnson Francois was up there. All-Americans, we did have some. I already looked at this, but we'll look at it again for you guys. Josh Anderson won the or is on first team All-American, and also Rollins, Joseph Walker, and Griffin all make it, and also Justin Humphries, Sims, and Terrence Evans. Second team, I think we had some defensive players. Jeremy Smith, I believe he finished with a good bit of sacks. He had 9, fumble recovery touchdown. Sam Sizlove played outside linebacker, had 80 tackles, interception. I think 5 for loss, what it said. The freshman team, Givens, the center, made it. And Joseph also made the freshman team, which he had 6 sacks, so that was pretty good. And Terrence Evans also made it. Alright, let's look at the Big Ten now. Let's see, Big Ten. So Josh Anderson, our left guard, Smith, Rollins, Joseph, Walker, Griffin, and then our safeties and Terrence Evans. And also Scott Brown's the return. He had 2 for touchdowns. Not his rushing stats, those are down, but look at his kick return. 1,636 yards and 2 touchdowns, which is really good. Second team, Brian Ryan made it. He had a big down year. He only had 12.45 and 5.9 carry. Averaged about 89 yards per game and 12 rushing touchdowns. And yeah, all of his stuff was down. Bishop Louis had a 1,100 yard season with 9 touchdowns. And Bowling made it, as he gave up a good bit of sacks. The other Anderson, Michael Anderson, had 9 sacks. Sam Sizlove. Cook had 2 interceptions, so yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, let's go look at the award winners now, as we did have some of those. Alright, award winners. As Josh Anderson wins, or is 5th in the Maxwell. Walter Camp 4th. Ben Derrick is Josh Walker. We had the top 4. Josh Walker wins in Nagurski. Humphries was next closest for our team. Josh Anderson wins the Blithkoth, as he had an amazing season. Don't pay attention to the first season, but he had 66 catches for 1,535 yards, averaging 23.3 yards a catch, 19 touchdowns, the record. And he had 150 yards after catch, which is down, but that's okay. And 109 yards per game, which is really good. In the Mackey, we didn't win any of that. That's tight ends. Outland's best lineman, I think. Remington, actually best center. And then best defensive lineman, Smith and Rollins, were 2nd and 3rd, respectively. 3 linebackers up here for Tulsa. Josh Walker wins it. The Thor, Justin Humphries, wins, as he had an amazing season. I felt like he had 83 tackles, 8 for loss, 9 assisted, 2 interceptions, 1 defensive touchdown, 3 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 recoveries, and just laid the boom on quarterbacks. Terrence Evans, even though he missed a couple field goals that were big, won the kicker of the year. Sorry, my phone went off. Let me check this. Okay, we good. All right, so and then the guy goes to Lance West was 6th, the punter. We don't see much of him, and Scott Brown wins return of the year. Let's go recap the games, or I'm going to advance the week here real quick just so we can see all the update stats. So I'll get back with you guys in just a sec. Alright, so Josh Anderson breaks the yards record at 37-35, something that wasn't in the series. So, you know, Josh Anderson breaks his own record for touchdowns. Also broke the most career receiving touchdowns, and that's our only records. Yeah, let's get a look. So we do have a head coach upgrade, but I won't do that. I will send to the off-season, see where your guys go. Well, I'll see about that. I don't know if I will or not. Alright, so stats. We'll just look at this first. Burgess led our team in passing with 23-41. Brian Ryan was 43rd with 12-45 rushing. Josh Anderson led the league in receiving with 15-35. Top 5 tacklers, that's all you need to know. Jeremy Smith was 9 sacks. And interception leaders, Walker was tied for 188 with 2. I think Cook was on that as well. And then kicking, Terrence Evans was 11 on field goals. So let's look at all of our stats here. So passing, we had a lot of guys. Scott Brown threw a touchdown to Chad President. Ross Greer played a little bit, had 20 for 30, 377, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Brian Ryan was 2 for 2 for 18. So here's Allen White's final stats. 103 for 185, 16, 72, 14 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. He really didn't get to play that much. 55% completion. And then Burgess, here's his stats. He was 128 for 260, 23, 41, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. They both split time. Burgess had a little bit more time in total. And then Anderson didn't complete a pass. Well, he did on 2-point conversion. Tremblay threw a pass. And he got to play as backup quarterback last year, but that didn't really happen. And Chad Evans didn't miss 3 throws. Brian Ryan had 1245 rushing and 12 touchdowns. Allen White had 162 on the ground. Scott Brown 92. Chad President 42. And then Josh Anderson had a rushing touchdown down here. But here's just a couple of other guys that had jet sweeps or scrambles or something. Bishop Blue led the team in receptions with the 870 for 1107, 15.8 yards a catch, 9 touchdowns. Josh Anderson, of course, had the biggest season, 66 catches, 1535, 23.2, 19 touchdowns. Chad President had 46 catches for 755 yards and 7 touchdowns. I believe that's just a little bit up. Yeah, it's up by just a little bit, not very much. But he did have more touchdowns. John Hurd had more yards, same touchdown with 558. Peyton Prince had a pretty good year, I feel like, with 128 and 4 touchdowns. Chris Bell had 3 touchdowns on 104. And Keller had a couple catches as the fullback. And besides that, just a couple other guys at the bottom. Blocking, Johnson gave up 18 sacks. That's not very good. Walker had Walker had 102 tackles, which is awesome. 96 solo. He led the team in tackles for loss. 3 players had 9 sacks. Smith, Anderson, Rollins, Joseph had 3. Groots 3. Phillips 3. Jackson multiple with 1. Tackles for loss. You can just look at these because there's so many. 6 in double digits, so that's pretty good. And then there's some pretty good ones down the line. And then, my bad. Interceptions, multiple people too. Walker, Humphreys, Mitchell, Cook, Evans, and Seslov both had 1. Or forced fumbles and recovered. Or deflections, Chad Evans had 6, which a good bit of those were dropped interceptions. 3 for Humphreys, 2 for Sims, 2 for Griffin, 1 for multiple. Justin Humphreys had 2 forced fumbles and Sims as well. Jeremy Smith had 1 and Walker had 1. Humphreys recovered 2, Brown 1. That's a fake field goal that was short in return. Jeremy Smith 1 for a touchdown and Walker 1. There's yards. No, we didn't have safety. Touchdowns for Humphreys and Smith. And now on the kicking. She'll probably take forever to load. 25-27. 57 long, or 54 long. There's Scott Brown on kick returns, and now on punt returns 44 for 595. Back to passing. So overall, we had a really good year, I feel like. Let's go on to the schedule now and look at all the games that we had this year, because this is all recap the whole season. So In week 1, we beat North Texas, who ended up 9-4, which is pretty good. 42-28, so this was a little bit closer. But, yeah, I felt like this was a really good game for us. Bishop Louis had a 1-hand touchdown catch and then multiple other scores. And then we beat number 18th ranked Oklahoma State 34-31, which was a really good win for us. We just really came through down the stretch and was able to win this game. They made a little comeback, but our third quarter helped us to go on and win this game. And, I felt like we did a good job in that. Ohio State, we beat them twice. This is the first time, 24-17. Josh Anderson had a 1-hand touchdown catch. Not very many scores. Ohio State, we basically shut them down in the second half with only 1 field goal. And then at Wisconsin, who was 2-10, we blew them out. They were pretty bad. I don't know why they were so bad, but yeah, they were pretty bad. And then at Nebraska, who ended up 11-2 in the top 10 win, we squeaked by 34-32 and a last-second touchdown by, or actually last-second field goal. But we had a last-second touchdown by Prince, and then they threw a 50-yard pass, which was caught. It was an amazing catch, I just remember. And then versus Michigan State, who was a bowl team, we won 34-28. And then at number 12, Iowa, who ended up pretty good, but we wouldn't have made it to the Big Ten Championship if Nebraska wouldn't have beat them, so thank gosh they did that. We lost 45-46, so we just... terrible game. Ross Greer started out the game, and then he got hurt for the season, and Burgess came in and did all right. So the point where Allen White got hurt was this point right here. So he basically played about 5.5, or Big Ten Championship. So he basically played a little over 6 games. So he played 16 out of the 14 games. So he played a little bit less than half the year. And then Michigan, who was only 6-7, we won 42-21. That was an easy game. All right, sorry guys, but yeah, I felt we got off to a slow start in this game, but we're able to just started going off. And then at Minnesota, we blew them out 48-17. This was a really good game for everybody. Burgess and Anderson had 2 touchdown catches. It was just a great game. Then Northwestern, we barely squeaked by 38-24. Scott Brown had his first kick return touchdown, and then we just rolled from there. At Notre Dame, who only ended up 5-7. I think they were maybe 5-3 when we played them, so that's pretty sad. But we won 31-21, which this game also we were just consistent throughout, just scoring a little bit at a time, and that's what got us this win, I feel like. And then versus 0-12 Washington State, so they didn't win the game. We won 49-23. This was Josh Anderson's rushing touchdown game. And we just balled out this game. It was just easy work. Then we had a bye week, another bye week, and another bye week. And then the conference championship game, we beat Ohio State 42-29. This was just posted a little less than a week ago, which this was a very fun game. Yeah, we just really dominated that second half. I feel like it just got the win. And then the national championship, we lost to Florida State 37-40. Just tough game that we weren't able to win. Really, let's see who I can't sort by that. Well, I feel like this was a great game or a great season for us, but it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. Let's see, conference standings. We'll take a look at this. As Tulsa finished first with the 9-1 conference record, 5-1 in the division. Nebraska was 11-2 as well. Iowa 10-3, and then some. Every team in the Big Ten made a bowl game except for Northwestern, but they had a 3-6 conference record, so that's why they're above those two. But yeah, Big Ten, our side of the Big Ten was pretty good. And then the leaders division, Ohio State was 11-3, and then it was a weaker side of the bracket. Indiana, Notre Dame, Purdue, and Wisconsin, all disappointments. All right, guys, so I think that will wrap it up. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think that'll wrap it up. Let me make sure. Or we can look at players of the week real quick. My bad. This is the wrong thing. Before this Dynasty is complete. Yeah, let's just look at players of the week. So here we go. Last time. So we didn't week 1. Nope. I don't think we won any of these. There's a North Texas player. Come on, Josh Anderson. There's Justin Humphreys on the conference championship week. 4 tackles, 1 for loss, interception, and a fumble recovery touchdown. So no. How about Big Ten? Surely Josh Anderson had a couple of these. I didn't look through all the bowl weeks, but it's okay. Come on, this is ridiculous. Where's Josh Anderson at? He should be here. There's Justin Humphries in week 12 with 10 tackles and a forced fumble. My bad. There's Justin Humphries and Brian Ryan. Yeah, Brian Ryan had a good game against Ohio State. There's Carl Sims and Jake Burgess. Alright, guys. That's it. The Dynasty is complete. Man, this is so sad. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this whole series. It ended up going only 34 episodes, but that's really good. The new Dynasty will be released on Friday. I'm very excited for that. It's a team that I think you guys are going to like. The only hint I'm going to give right now is that there's a ton of uniforms, and if you really want to know, I'm not going to say where you can find it at, but you could go peek around. You could probably find it, but there are certain people who know about it. But yeah, that'll be out, and also I think I'll start another R2G. This one will be serious, and it will be coming, I believe, next week, but not guaranteeing that. But I know for sure the new Dynasty will be uploaded a lot. And it's going to be summer for me next week, so upload schedule is just going to be random probably. I know we've been going Mondays through Fridays for probably 3 months or so, but yeah, it'll just be random from now on. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this Dynasty. I really appreciate it. Sorry, okay, so yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think you guys really enjoyed it too. This series is almost accumulated for 5,000 views, which is crazy. And yeah, this series has been a big part of my channel. Is the big thing that got me started, and you know, everything has to come to an end at some point, and that's with the Dynasty right now. If you're curious, I'll show you guys what all happened in recruiting, or where the players ended up finishing off. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to go on here and just scroll through here and just let you guys look for yourself if you're curious. And I don't know, I might play this by myself at some point or not. We'll see. But yeah, we were just starting just to get commits back and forth. And these are in the order that we got the commits, not the order that by overall, which I usually do. I did it by man, a lot of Golden Hurricane. I did it by just the way we got them. But yeah. Alright, that will do it for the Dynasty, guys. It's in the books, complete. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Comment your favorite moments down in the comment section, or anything that you have to say about it. It's in an of era, and you know what? That's okay, because we have bigger and better things to move on to, which is the new Dynasty coming this Friday, May 18th. So I hope you guys are excited. Thank you guys so much for watching the Dynasty. It was very fun to make. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. It's an end of an era here, and it's going to, you know what? It's alright. We're going to move on, and it's going to be, we're going to have this new Dynasty, I think, is going to go for a while. So I think you also enjoy that in the player career, hopefully, as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the new content. Have a great rest of your day, and keep Tulsa in mind as it's coming to an end right now.